Hello, hello. This is Jynnette with Alchemy here to give you your tarot reading for the month of October 2017 for the sign of Leo. If you have a Leo rising sign, sun sign, or a moon sign, this is for you. If you would like to have your own personalized reading, be sure to book a session with me at my website, innersunalchemy.com. I do tarot, astrology, as well as energy healing, both in person and distance, okay? So don't let the fact that you don't live where I live keep you from enjoying the guidance that I have on offer. And then also, if you're not following me on social media, be sure to do so. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, both at Alchemy. And if you haven't already signed up for my newsletter, definitely sign up. I'm going to be announcing some events and seminars and possibly retreats in the next few months that are going to be coming up. So you want to make sure that I have your info so that I can keep you informed. All right, so let's go ahead and get started and see what the cards have to say for you for the month of October. Alrighty, so we have as overall energy King of Cups for you. Now, Leo, this is definitely a really good energy for you because it speaks to you being connected to your emotions and being really balanced. You're in a really solid place. You know, you're not, maybe over the summer it was just a lot because there was just so much fire, so much happening. But now you're good. You're really balanced. You are probably really tapped into your intuition. But overall, I just feel like you're really sitting pretty for most of the month. So that's an amazing energy to have permeating for you for October. Now, your energy in your first house, which speaks to your sense of self and also how others perceive you, is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a really powerful card because it speaks to you being really grounded and established in yourself, really clear about, your personal value and what you offer to the world. It really is speaking to a strong sense of self-esteem and direction and personal fulfillment. And this is also how you're being perceived by others. So that's amazing. And again, it complements that King of Cups energy that I'm seeing here. And since it's Pentacles, it is really related to the practical matters of life. And I know for you, Leo, that is really important as a fixed sign to be able to have stability, to know what's happening, to know what's coming up for you. So yay for you. Now, in your fourth house, which is the house related to your actual home, your family, your sense of security, as well as your emotional well-being, you have the World card, which is a major arcana. Now, major arcana are, to me, forces, divine forces of the universe. So they're not things that we have control over, but they have massive influence over our life. And they also can be seen as archetypes. Now, because you have the World card here in the fourth house, this can mean that you are moving this month. Or thinking of moving, and maybe you're deciding on where you're going to go. And because it's the World card, it may mean that you are going somewhere international. You know, it's not going to be like city to city or state to state. It's actually going to be much more global. So that's a possibility for you. Now, if this is family, then it can be like, you guys have turned a corner in how you relate to each other, and maybe things are kind of going on the up and up. Maybe you guys have gone through a bit of a tough patch recently, but things are definitely better. Because this is a really balanced card, and it does hint to new beginnings coming. And then if this is just, your sense of security and your emotional well-being, you are really good. Like, again, you are turning a corner. You feel really grounded in yourself. And that is confirmed in the energies of these first two cards. Now, in your seventh house, which is the house of relationships, whether it's with other people, like, friends or coworkers, or actually romantic partners or family, you have the Two of Cups. So this, to me, says that your relationships right now are really strong. You're getting exactly what you need out of your relationships. They're getting what they need. It's mutually beneficial. If this isn't a romantic context, then that actually would speak to you meeting a new love, because Two of Cups does speak to romantic love. So maybe you start dating someone new. Maybe you guys take things to a new level. This can be meeting a really good friend that you click with. So many ways that can go, but it is really harmonious and feels good. Now, in your 10th house, which is the house related to career and your influence on the world around you, you do have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles speaks to kind of holding your resources close to home. As you see, like all the parts of him are kind of bound by the Pentacles. This is actually one of my favorite cards because it speaks to being someone who is really grounded and not frivolous in, the extending of their resources. So this would be a great card to have if you are a manager or somebody in finance, because you really are going to know exactly what your money is doing for you, and you're not going to be too risky. But this also can suggest that there is stagnancy because there is no movement. So maybe you have kind of hit a wall in your career right now and you're just kind of coasting there. Now, I'm not seeing necessarily that there's kind of, disappointment or a lack of satisfaction because the other cards are so strong. But, maybe you are considering, since it is mirroring this 4th house with the world, shifting, maybe where you do business to kind of get that energy flowing and maybe open up to more money. So, you'll have to see how this is going to be resonating for you in your personal experience. Now, in the center here, this actually relates to your 5th house, which can speak to creativity and entrepreneurship. But I like to use this house as the house related to the drive that your soul has and the objective that it wants for the month. And so you have the 6 of Pentacles. And this does really speak to, again, maintaining and having balance. Balance between what you give, what you take, good management of resources, because again, it is Pentacles energy, which relates to money and finance. Also health as well too. Maybe that is kind of balanced out now. But again, it's a really good, stable energy. Like you have all even numbered elements here. So you have 4, 10, 6, and 2. And that does just overall speak to balance. So you're in a really good place this month, Leo. And yeah, like I said, maybe you are going to be doing some traveling. Maybe work is not draining you as much as it has in the past, which kind of frees you up to have a more expansive experience in your relationships or at home or travel or what have you. So really, really beautiful. All right, so that's your forecast for the month of October, Leo. Looks like it's going to be a good month. But if you are wanting to get some additional guidance, maybe around relationships or home and travel or career, definitely reach out to me for a reading at InnerSunAlchemy.com. And be sure, like I said, to follow me on social media at InnerSunAlchemy on Instagram and Facebook. Plus, sign up for my newsletter, okay? Have a phenomenal month, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.